What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for episode 5 of our Madden Retro Franchise mod with the expansion Jacksonville Jaguars. We are now halfway through the 1996 season. Let me take you back in time, and things are going well. We're 4-3. Now, I say that things are going well. Our star focal point of the offense, Mike Allstott, the A-Train, the rookie juggernaut monster, suffered a dislocated ankle. He wanted to keep going. He just said, tape that sucker up and I will play on that ankle. We said, no, Mike, you're a rookie, 23 years young. Heal up, and we're going to get you for a nice late season push. So I'll tell you right now, in a series where we sim some games, we play some games, I'm simming until Mike Allstott is back. We're going to get him for the final push of the regular season as we look to make the playoffs. Last year we started out 6-1. Thought we had a chance to make the playoffs. Kind of crashed and burned. Hopefully that's not going to be the case this year. But we have a defense now that is starting to take shape a little bit. We got Harry Colin. Obviously, you can't remember the great Harry Colin and John Booty. But, you know, you look, the star talent is starting to accumulate here on the defensive side of the ball. Warren Sapp, Weapon X, Brian Dawkins. We got levels to this. And on the front and back level, we have two absolute game wreckers that alone can get us the one or two plays that can decide a game. So we're going to go here today and finish out the 1996 season, and sitting atop the AFC South to begin the episode, we need to make sure we finish the episode in the same position. Awesome. So we're on a 2-game losing streak right ahead of the bye, but it's all been like, you know what, we're going to take our lumps and bruises until we get the A-Train back under center. Had a new injury pop up after this Week 9 loss against the Rams, and it's just my other best player, Warren Sapp. Also with a dislocated ankle 4 weeks. We need to get some milk. Can someone call, here's a deep cut, Kurt Angle with the milk truck? Because our buddies here need a little bit more calcium in their diet with the ankle injuries. Come on. Another loss against the Steelers, who are one of the highest rated teams in the league right now, which it was always going to be a tough game, but it is a 3-game losing skid going into our Week 11 bye, which I think now is at least let's get a little bit of good news and start to throw out some contracts, try to keep a lot of the guys that are worthy of a contract together. You know, we did start as an expansion roster, so plenty of the players, as we get better, are going to have to just move on, and we're going to have to, you know, it's just the nature of the business. But I'm going to be honest, if you're over a 70, I'm very interested in resigning you because that means you're one of our best players. So we have Mickey Washington here at corner. We're going to offer him a 3-year deal, keep him there. He's a nice slot corner. We have Desmond Howard, who's been absolutely awesome. I would almost even borderline overpay every time I hop on the sticks. He's probably my favorite wide receiver. I would not have guessed that, given the fact we got Jimmy Smith, Keenan McCardell on the roster as well. But Desmond Howard has just been very fun to utilize. Jeff Legman, we drafted Carlos Emmons, and it kind of made him a little bit of a surplus. We don't need 2 defensive ends, but also he's also, you know, we also find a way to get him on the field as a sub-pat. You know, you can't let good players like this walk. So we're going to keep him here. And then we got Ben Coleman, who we're going to give lifetime 5-year contract, pretty much. 5 years, 28 mil. Keep the star dev lineman alive. Rest of the roster, again, there's some roster turnover. A lot of these guys are more so special teamers. We got Bo Jax. You know, if Bo Jax would come back on a 1-year deal, we'd be very happy to have him, man. He sells merch. Got back in the win column over a 1-win Bucks team, 41-37 in a game that the offense became unhinged. 387 yards passing, 4 touchdowns for Mark Brunell. And full credit, Trent Dilfer on the other side kept pace. He got NFC Offensive Player of the Week. But that is a much-needed victory for the boys. Trying to figure out when's going to be the right time to come back. Like, the team has been able to hold on a little bit. We've won a couple. We've lost maybe a couple more. But we're 6-6. But this is the bat signal to hop in. We have the Houston Oilers. Well, I actually think that's who we played in the last episode. They're 6-6. We're tied. Winner could potentially get back on top of the AFC South. And we get the news that both Warren Sapp and Mike Allstott are ready to play, returning from their injuries, the dislocated ankles. Yeah, we're hopping in. He's back, baby. Oh, is he ever? No! There we go. There's someone that's sick of all the injuries. There we go, baby. Oh my God. Abdominal tear. What's that? Another 4 weeks? Oh, here we go. Linebacker blitz. John Solomon gets home, forces the punt. Defense gets off the field. Here we go. Keenan McCardell, slant cheese, whatever. We're going to take it. You know what it is? Maybe it's the universe being like, you know what? Anytime you do like a retro thing like this, you don't want to trade up for players. You know who's going to be good. And they're like, all right, well, you did that. You broke the rules. You broke the cardinal rule. You traded up to get Mike Allstott. You're stacking talent. Well, we're going to make him hurt all the freaking time. That's at least how I'm coping with this. 3rd and 7 in the red zone. We got some slants dialed up. We're going to file it in. Oh, my God, dude. Put some respect. 10th touchdown of the season. Desmond Howard. A career revival. Complete career revival here in Jacksonville. Went from Heisman Trophy winner to kind of busted wide receiver to just a special teams return guy to now get an opportunity in Jacksonville where he's a bona fide wide receiver 1. 3rd and long. Defense got off the field. Jim Kelly under center. Got to respect it. Even though they're getting in the hole, they still got Jim freaking Kelly. Throw to the screen. I dare you to throw the screen. Hey, stall him up. Warren Sapp. He's back. He's not. Oh, no, he's holding that ankle up. I think he's good. First game back. Warren Sapp. Nice sack. Get out the field. Look how fast he's just. It's Tyreek before Tyreek. The hat trick in the first half. Oh, let's go. Flex on him. Weapon X. I don't know if that's first sack this year. Oh, that feels good. That's iconic. No, they baited us. We've had a lot of easy throws over the middle. Linebacker jumps it. Keep him out. Keep him out the end zone. Clock is running down. I think we're going to do enough just to hold more field goal there. Not enough time. But, oh, they're going to go for at least a play here. Where's Doc? What are we supposed to... I don't want to be out there. Let's go Warren Sapp. Actually, no, I gotta control the middle of the defense. I'm gonna drop back and covers Warren Sapp at this point. Clog the middle. He doesn't know what he's seeing. Look at that. That is how you switch it out. You put the most athletic D tackle in the NFL in the end zone, saying, I dare you to throw it, and you can hold him to a field goal. Let's go, Bo. It's no Mike Allstott, but I mean, still respectable. 55 yards and 8 touches. Carrying guys, even though he's 37 years old or however old he is now. Got him. Another one. They get 4 for Desmond Howard. Oh, it's terrifying. Don't look at it in the eyes. Don't look at it in the eyes. He's pulling the Hulk Hogan. Who else? They get a cheesy pick over the middle. We get a cheesy pick over the middle. 3rd pick of the year, Weapon X. And it ended up just being a great game, even with the injury to Mike Allstott. We threw the ball. We pretty much had to abandon a heavy run offense, and the team responded well. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns for Mark Brunell. 83 yards. Spelling for Mike Allstott is the legendary Bo Jackson. But it's the Desmond Howard game. 6 catches, 183 yards, 4 touchdowns. Give my man a breakout. Brian Dawkins on the team, 9 tackles, a sack and interception. Warren Sapp gets a TFL and a sack in his game back from the injury. Solomon, Alridge, all getting involved. But what a game for Desmond Howard. Good news, Mike Allstott, it was only a game deal. He's going to go back out there with a torn abdomen for the final 4 games of the regular season. What a monster. Stack of victories back-to-back weeks. We had the Baltimore Ravens 34-14 with another player of the week performance. Should we mention Desmond Howard got it last week against the Oilers with his 4-touchdown game. Then week 15, Mark Brunell back in the action with 4 passing touchdowns. But on a tale of a tough loss against the Bengals, week 16, we face our old team, the team where Pat Phoenix all began as the OC, reviving the career of Dan Marino. As you can see, they're a juggernaut. This is a very, very tough matchup. Not only is it Battle of Florida, but it's more, you know, Pat Fiend is trying to get one over on his mentor, Don Shula. Hopefully it's an all-time. It was close. We fall 40-34. A super high-scoring game. Overtime. Went to OT. Dan Marino, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no pick. Mark Brunell was 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have the 1 turnover. 3 rushing touchdowns from the Dolphins running back committee. Bo Jackson got in for 1 there. Mike Allstott, you know, grinded. Tough matchup there. 5 broken tackles. Classic. Jimmy Smith went over 100 yards. Keenan McCardell went over 100 yards. Desmond Howard went over. So we were firing all cylinders. Chris Carter got a touchdown, as well as Urban Fryer, the 2 superstar wide receivers that we left. Brian Dawkins led the team, 10 tackles. We had a sack from Brian Cox, a sack from Carlos Emmons. Interception went to Brian Cox, the leader, the middle linebacker, stud. We'll get him next time. We're still growing and developing. They're a team that's coming off a Super Bowl in recent memory. Now we got week 18. We need a win. A win. I don't know if we're in, but we need a win to have a chance. It looks like if things go our way, 9 wins could be the barrier to entry to making the playoffs here. We got a winnable game against, doesn't even matter. 8-9. You lose 35-21 to the Cleveland Browns. And there you go. There's your playoff teams. Just squeaking in are the Dolphins. Got that late season victory over us. And you know what? Hey, you know what? If we didn't miss, Warren Sapp, Mike Allstott for 4 or 5 games, we might have a couple more wins and we might be in the playoffs. But we have to wait another year for the first playoff berth in Jaguars history. Good kind of, it's not even a silver lining whatsoever, but we did get a bunch of points here so we could finish out really the last big upgrade, get 3 of 3 on the after-school tutoring, which gives us 3 additional focus players to get that extra XP every week as our eyes shift towards year 3 of this Jags expansion franchise. You know what? We'll shed a tear as the Dolphins went on to win the Super Bowl over the 49ers, 34-13. Dan Marino MVP. We had a part in that. I feel like we still had a part in that. We have a everlasting effect on that Dolphins team. Happy for them. Let's take a look at our stats so we can reflect what went right, what went wrong. Well, what went right is we still are the offensive juggernaut, the offensive mastermind of the NFL. As we had first in touchdowns for Mark Brunell. Yes, he had 17 interceptions, but that's what comes with the air raid offense. 4,700 yards, 40 touchdowns. Really good year. Really strong year for Mark Brunell. 700 yards, 6 touchdowns for Mike Allstott. We had 5 and 7 for Bo Jackson. It would be fair to assume that if Allstott didn't get hurt, he'd probably have combined of those stats. And 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns is pretty dang good, I think, if we were able to hit that. So I'm definitely... What's his def? Superstar dev, too. Nice. Might as well make him a team captain right now. He's going to be one of the key players we want to build around. But good old A-Train. Look at that. He's real close to going up to a 74 overall. Jimmy Smith, 78 catches, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Keenan McCardell, 94 catches, 1,100 yards, 9 tutties. Desmond Howard, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. And even Pete Mitchell. They're eating. Everyone is eating on the offense, which is what we do. Brian Dawkins led the team, 99 tackles, 3 TFLs, 1 sack, 3 interceptions. 14 sacks from Warren Sapp on 12 TFLs. And you can remember, he missed 4 games. 10.5 sacks, 10 TFLs for Alan Aldridge. You love seeing that. 17 and 2.5 for Legman. 14 and 2.5 for the rookie Carlos Emmons. Respectable season. And, of course, the great Harry Colin tied with Weapon X with 3 picks for tops on the squad. Yearly awards MVP goes to Emmitt Smith. Mark Brunell went out at 8. He had the most passing touchdowns. Offensive player of the year goes to Dan Marino. Mark Brunell coming in at number 3. Defensive player of the year goes to Junior Seau. Warren Sapp coming in at number 7. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Terry Glenn. Mike Allstott coming in at 3. The old A-Train right there. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Reggie Tung. With Brian Dawkins at 4. We are getting robbed. I know Jacksonville's not the biggest market team. Oh, that's kind of cool that Zach Thomas ended up on the Dolphins. Come on. Show some respect to my team. Mark Brunell, 3rd. Even though he had all the best stats for the quarterback. It's the interception. I know it is. Desmond Howard wins wide receiver of the year. He's on a star dev. He deserves superstar. He's been incredible. and definitely above expectations. Warren Sapp comes in number 3 for Dean Lineman. And that's about it there. So let's go take a look at our squad as we close out the 1996 season. What dev traits have gone up? What dev traits have gone down? Well, Mark Brunell, star dev. Mike Allstott, superstar, which we know. Jimmy Smith, off normal up to a star. Keaton McCardell, off normal up to a star. No superstar for Desmond Howard. Wide receiver of the year, 14 touchdowns. But you know what? You know, knowing the good teammate he is, he's probably like, would we rather Desmond Howard be a superstar and both Jimmy Smith and Keaton McCardell still be on normal? He's like, you know what? Let's diversify. I'll give my superstar up so that the whole wide receiver room can eat. We did lose a superstar in Lorenzo Neal, but I think that's a part of the fact that we signed him with an idea that him and Mike Allstott with the eye to be sick, and there's not a whole lot of plays out of the eye in this playbook, which kind of sucks. And in closing on the offense, I mean, we really need to go get a left tackle. I think that's going to be one of our big needs in this upcoming draft. I think left tackle is maybe top. I mean, we could also get a dash running back to the smash of Mike Allstott. Much I like Bo Jackson, getting a guy that may have a little bit more speed. I tell you right now, I'm not saying that he's going to be RB1. Mike Allstott is firmly a running back 1, but if we can have a little bit of a shiftier option, think of like a Darren Sproles type, that'd be pretty good. But definitely left tackle, biggest need on the offensive side. Defensively, as far as dev traits are concerned, Legman goes off normal to a star dev. No other dev traits up or down. And again, reflecting on our needs, I think corner. We mentioned Rondé Barber is a potential target for us. Corner is a big need. I think we could always add more speed to the linebacking room as well. So that gives us an idea where we want to go in the draft and in free agency, which we are going to get to free agency in this video, and we're going to end up right before the 1997 draft. No, Bo! Push stacks like Bo Jax hangs it up. And free agency is here. There's some interesting names in free agency, but I always just feel like that's kind of the easy way out for a series like this. Like we got Emmitt Smith. Oh, I mean, our needs, you know, we'll put respect. Randall Cunningham's there, the quarterback. You got Emmitt Smith, Thurman Thomas, legends. OJ McDuffie, we could bring him over, honestly, from our time with the Dolphins. There's at least a little bit of a connection there, but we don't need wide receiver help. A lot of the tackle, I mean, the tackles are like just, if you ever played this mod, a lot of dev traits, a lot of like, maybe I just don't know. I'm not overly familiar with the linemen here. But the linemen have lots of very generous dev traits. I feel like we're kind of in a spot where good. You know, I was Marcus Spears. Is that the guy that's on like ESPN right now? But I have heard of Lincoln Kennedy. Pretty sure he used to play for the Seahawks. Could get him, move him over to left tackle. But I just feel like is that too cheesy? Like just straight up signing an 88 superstar. Like, is that going to get our team too good, too quick? You know, we got Gilbert Brown here, D-tackle. Thought about them. He was on the trade block. Massive nose tackle. But again, just feels cheesy. You got great Bruce Smith there. Not much at linebacker. Thought about it. Terrell Buckley, X-Factor corner. We have Eric Allen, was a really good Philadelphia Eagle back in the day. But, you know, as I kind of just sit back, it's like, I don't know. I don't really want to sign for you. I'd rather, if I'm getting my guys, my name value guys, I'd rather that come through the draft. Take a look at the last mock draft. This kind of gives you an idea who's going where. Orlando Pace. Well, we're in the market for a left tackle, but we're not going to be able to get the great Orlando Pace. Peter Paulware going to the Bucks. Work done. Jason Taylor. That's a guy we're interested in. I did one of my actual scoutings, one of my 3 extra scoutings on him, because I do think pass rusher is somewhere where I want to potentially go. We got Tony Gonzalez going to the Browns. Derek Mason there. Jace Ferrier is currently projected to come to us. I'm not overly interested. I mean, he's a solid linebacker for sure, but given the board, Walter Jones is probably where I'm going to go. Either that or Rondé Barber. And I got a funny pick for you guys come 2nd or 3rd round. So with the 15th pick in the 1997 draft, do we go Walter Jones? Do we go Tiki Barber? Do we go Tariq Glenn, Marcellus Wiley, James Ferrier, Jamie Sharper, Sam Madison, Rondé Barber, I'm not going Darren Sharper. Do we go David Akers? That is going to be for the next episode, fellas. You need to let me know in the comment section below where you want to see us go with pick 15. Should I show you the teaser here for a sec? I'm gonna finish the teaser. I found a guy. I was like, that's not the same guy. Found out it is the same guy. If you're a fan of Pride back in the day, if you're a fan of the Longest Yard movie, that's Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp. I don't know what the rating is. Obviously, I think he was a second round pick in the 1997 draft. I'm getting the Bob Sapp at some point, even if I have to overdraft him. But for where we go with pick 15, guys, let me know in the comment section below. We'll be back before too long with another episode of our Retro Jags franchise. Till then, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one, like, subscribe, all that cheesy stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.